If you've ever opened a medical bill and felt your stomach drop, you're not alone. The numbers don't make sense, the descriptions feel vague, and somehow, even after insurance, you still owe more than you expected. What most people don't realize is that this confusion isn't caused by a mistake or by bad communication. It's the result of how the US medical billing system was built from the very beginning. Here's the part that surprises most people. When you receive medical care, there is no single, yet clear price attached to what you're getting. Instead, everything starts with an internal pricing system that patients never see. Hospitals maintain massive internal lists, assigning prices to every possible service, test, supply, and procedure. These lists can contain tens of thousands of entries, and the prices on them are often far higher than what anyone actually pays. These numbers aren't designed for patients. They exist mainly to give hospitals a starting point when negotiating with insurance companies. That means the first price connected to your care was never meant to be fair, transparent, or understandable. It was meant to be flexible. Once care is delivered, doctors and hospitals don't describe what they did in plain language. They translate everything into standardized billing codes. These codes don't just describe the service, they also describe how it was performed, why it was performed, and under what circumstances. A single hospital visit can generate dozens of these codes, all processed separately. Small differences in how something is coded can change how insurance evaluates it, even when the care itself was identical. Most patients never see these codes. They only see the final result. When the claim reaches the insurance company, it doesn't go directly to a human being. It goes through automated systems designed to compare every code against the rules of that specific policy. Those systems check whether the service is covered, whether it was done in network, whether prior authorization was required, and whether the insurer considers it medically necessary under their criteria. Many claims are initially denied not because they're wrong, but because the system flags them for further review. This is why appeals exist, and why the process feels exhausting. The system assumes errors and exceptions are normal and pushes the burden of clarification onto providers and patients. From the outside, all of this feels chaotic. Bills arrive weeks or months after treatment. Separate bills come from the hospital, the doctor, the lab, and sometimes providers you never met. The language feels technical, and the explanations rarely answer the question people care about most. Why does this cost this much? The reason is simple, but uncomfortable. Medical billing systems were built to move information between institutions, not to clearly communicate with patients. Each layer prioritizes efficiency, compliance, and negotiation. Patient understanding was never the main design goal. This doesn't mean hospitals or insurers are secretly coordinating against patients. It means the system evolved piece by piece over decades, each part solving a different problem, without ever being rebuilt from the patient's perspective. What feels like confusion is really the friction between systems that were never designed to speak plainly to the people paying the bill. Understanding this doesn't make medical bills disappear, but it explains why they feel unpredictable, why prices vary so widely, and why clarity often seems out of reach. Once you see the system behind the bill, the confusion stops feeling personal, it starts feeling structural. And that's the difference between feeling lost inside the system and finally understanding how it actually works.